Welcome back to Coffee with Pam. I'm your co-host Don, and we are doing part 2 here of Don't Be Bitter, Get Better. So I moved to another part of my deck. We're next to my fire table here, still in the Berg. And without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce the hostess with the mostest. Pam, take it away.
I'm loving this. To come down here and see Don, and because it's been a long time. It's been over a year since we've seen each other. This is always so much fun for me and him. And we was talking about let's not be bitter, let's be better. And we were talking about relationship. I was telling him that I have never been a person myself that has carried hate in my heart. It's not in me. And I forgive, but I've been hurt by people. And I'm sure that I've hurt people. You don't want to be bitter. You don't want to hold that. You don't want to carry that. An eye for an eye will leave you both blind.
Mm-hmm. You know, we had shared a little bit about disagreements and having relationships and breakups and how tough it is. And we had talked about this meme on the last episode. And I'm going to re-quote it here because I love this, and it's apropos for these 2-part series. I'm at the point in my life where I just want my family healthy, my faith strong, my health good, my mind right, dollars tight, and no unnecessary drama. So with that theme we're speaking about, and not being bitter but being better, as I shared, this speaks to me as well. I have had challenges with that. I'm human. We're not perfect. We're a work in progress, right? We just want to strive to improve each day. And not that we're experts in relationships. We just have experiences, successes, and that's why we want to kind of dig deep. We promised we'd unfold this a little bit. So Pam's going to share some personal testimonies or experiences on this about not being bitter but being better, and an eye for an eye makes each other blind, right? So Pam, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. Go ahead and expound.
I was married for a very long time. I was married for 23 years. My boyfriend, who I'm with now, he was not in a relationship for a long time, and I was still carrying things from my past. I carried them over in the beginning of our relationship, and not meaning to, not even, thinking about it, but you will, if someone's hurt you'll carry that into another relationship. That is something that you've really got to learn to strive to let go of what someone else has done to you, how someone else is, if you've thought you've been hurt by someone else or whatever, you've got to learn to let that go. And it's a really hard thing to do. You've got to watch your own ego. And I was going to tell you, the only time that me and Randy we kind of had words or got into it, one time, it was like a month after we'd been dating. I'm not a jealous person, not really, but other people have made me have insecurities. Actually, it was my own insecurities. Randy said something about some little girl being really cute, and I was like, and she was tiny and petite, and I was like thinking to myself, oh gosh, here we go.
Guys, don't ever do that. Let me just insert something here. All right, I know we're red-blooded American males, but you're with your girl, you're with your spouse. I don't care if it's Marilyn Monroe when she was 22 that walks by, right? Don't do that double take, man. Don't do one of these. You're being a fool, all right? Pay attention to the woman on your arm.
Well, I'll be honest with you. He has always made me feel pretty and beautiful. He has. He's always expressed that he loves me. But and like I said, it was a new relationship.
Sorry, Randy, I didn't mean to call you on the carpet.
And it was me. It was my own insecurities. And the thing is I'll be honest with you, I point out women to him all the time that I find attractive. I expect him to agree or disagree. And and I don't even think anything about it. I don't care if a guy oogles over someone, as long as he does it respectfully with me. As long as he's respecting me, and I know he respects me, and I know that I'm his one. Mm-hmm. I know that I'm not jealous like that because I don't think like that.
Pam, I don't think I've ever said that's a good-looking man, though. Just you say that these girls
really?
are.
No, really?
Really? I cannot recall if I'm out or at the beach or.
People notice people.
Now, I'll notice
sorry.
people, like if someone's, maybe if a guy's sharp dressed or he's got a really detailed beard, I say, man, that dude takes care of his beard. Or I might say, he's in pretty good shape. I'd like to get in that shape, but I don't think I've ever said, oh, he's handsome. He's a cute guy. Just little FYI. Anyway, go ahead.
Maybe that's just us women.
And maybe that is. I don't know.
Maybe that's
women
just
tell us.
women.
Comment below.
Comment below and
Yeah,
let us know. I mean, it could be anything too. It could be like, ooh, I really like that dress she's wearing, or ooh, I really like how she does her.
I
Women
understand that.
notice things, and because I know that for me, like I'll put my makeup on or something, and when Randy and I get home, are you gonna take that off? Women put makeup on for other women.
Oh. Boy, we're digging deep here. We may have to have a 22-episode version of this.
Women put makeup on for other women. They do not put it on for their spouse. Because if your spouse cares about you and loves you, and they see you natural. I wake up in the morning looking like a witch from Azkaban. I've got natural curly hair, and you and my hair will be all over my head. And I noticed that when me and Randy first started dating, I was like, I would go to sleep with my makeup on, and I would be like, he always says to me, as soon as we get home, you're gonna take that off, right? So women, we do notice things. And as far as like relationships go, when you're with the right person, I wanted that connection. I wanted to have someone in my life, and I prayed, I just want someone who considers me, takes care of me emotionally, someone that I can talk to, have fun with.
I mean, tell us about, because you were talking about in the previous episode, and we want to unfold it, your first argument, how it was resolved, maybe the, eye for an eye,
I acted like
people
an
go
idiot.
blind.
I acted like an idiot. So we came home.
This is your first argument, early.
Yeah, it was the only one we've ever had so far.
There'll be more.
And I'm sure,
Sorry.
me and him have talked about that too. And that's the thing, we talk about everything.
That's great. That's good.
He and I talks about everything.
That's good.
We talk about what we know are our weaknesses in the past and what has happened. He and I, we get along like Forrest Gump says, like peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots.
Me and Jenny. Him and Jenny.
Carrots.
But we was laughing because I got mad. He didn't really know why I was mad, and I didn't express to him exactly why I was mad. In my mind, I had my own insecurities, and it was so. He got on the computer. I went home. I thought.
Now, Randy, okay with this story before you unfold? Do you think he's going to be all right when he sees this video?
He won't watch it.
He won't watch it. Okay. Good to know. Keep going.
No, I'm just kidding. But I went home. I started thinking about how I had kind of unleashed on him a little bit, and he really didn't know where I was coming from. Me being stubborn like I am, I really didn't. It's sometimes in relationships we think people ought to know.
I think women think we read their minds.
Okay,
they think we're mind readers.
Oh,
no offense, ladies. Anyway, they think we can read their minds somehow. Don't you think? I'm sorry. All right, I digress. All of our subscribers are leaving because they think I'm being critical of women. I am not. But in my experience, a lot of the time, at least one specific individual thought I was a mind reader. That could read her mind. I can't. Guys are task oriented. You got to spell it out. And a lot of us have ADHD. We see something shiny or squirrel. So anyway, I digress.
Well, that's me. I'm the one that's squirrel.
See, I squirreled us off topic. Back to our topic of Randy and you and. Go ahead.
Bottom line is, we talked it out. We worked it out. The next morning I got up and I messaged him, and him being not knowing what I was even basically had gotten mad about, and he said to me, I didn't do anything. And he didn't. He didn't do anything. It was me. So my ego had to say, oh, oh, that was me. That was all me. Ew.
Wow.
And I had to say, that wasn't his issue. That was my issue.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't something that he did. He didn't do anything. And he was right. He didn't do anything. But sometimes we have to learn to step back from our own ego and our own insecurities and say, oh, wow, he really didn't do anything. And why am I upset? And why am I mad? And why am I angry? And why are my feelings hurt?
That's a good point, Pam. I think, just so you know, in my experiences here, if you're with someone that they never say they were wrong, never say they're sorry, or admit when they're wrong, when they're, clearly wrong. I mean, you don't have to prove that they're wrong, right? They should be able to recognize that. And they calm down, and Randy tackled this the appropriate way, and then, Pam's like, you're right. They worked through it. But communication was the key. Here's the dealio. If you're dating someone that they never say, I'm sorry, or I was wrong, or knowing to sometimes just keep their pie hole shut, to listen empathetically, to listen versus listen to reply, right? That's some early issues and warning signs, because you're going to make mistakes.
Right.
There's two people and only one person's right, that you don't have to make that they're right. I mean, we talked about winners and losers. You don't want to make your loved one a loser. But communication, Pam, that was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
You got to communicate. You got to talk. Communication, trust. That's the foundation of any relationship. I like it to where, Pam, I've known you a long time. You're the sweetest, one of the sweetest women I've ever known. I mean, when you were a kid, you just loved everybody, liked everyone. Everyone liked to talk to you. You'd engage and you cared. And that's just your personality. So very few times I could see that you were actually wrong. Just saying, I'm kind of your advocate and cheerleader. But,
no, I've been wrong. Believe me.
You say that's the
believe me.
work side of you? The work side of you?
The work side of me, the dad, the stubbornness. Believe me, I have been wrong. I have been wrong on quite a few occasions. Here's another thing I have learned. Learn to part ways with someone that you cannot get along with, and someone that you have, no, I'm talking friendships. I'm talking if there's a person in your life that has been, they could have been family, a lifelong friend, and it's someone that you just cannot get along with. You keep trying. Either they keep doing you wrong, and then your ego makes you do things back to them that is wrong.
That's gaslighting, by the way.
Yeah, it's gaslighting.
And it's narcissistic behaviors, just so you know. Well, go ahead.
The best thing to do is to part ways and to not have any dealings with those people, and not wish them any ill will or harm or anything like that. It's just the best thing to do is to part ways and basically wish them farewell.
Yep.
And then, go on with your life and be with the people that make you happy. Find the people that is your tribe and makes you happy. Tell them so long. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
It's like Julie Andrews now.
Yeah, that's right.
It's okay to, we don't make it a strange phenomenon that we are people of faith, right? And people want to say, well, you're a person of faith, you're a believer, you're a Christian, you're this or that. You're supposed to love everyone. Rainbows, love, sunshine, peace. Here's a flower. There is sometimes... peace, love. There's sometimes you have to love people from a distance. I think I have a background of rainbows coming by, unicorns. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, right, we should strive to love others, right? And I was talking to Pam off the camera here that sometimes I struggle with that. But it is biblically sound to love people from a distance. Sometimes you just have to love them from a distance. And it could be a family member, right? Or a former relationship, or a friend. It just ends up being a toxic relationship that they're bringing you down, right? Talked about the gaslighting, the egos, and the narcissism. Because you got to take care of you, Pam, right? You got to love you. We talked about that in that meme, right? Healthy. I want to be happy and healthy, right? I don't want any unnecessary drama, because you can't let others bring you down. You can't go into that. And if you're in a relationship to the one person who's always right. They never say they're sorry. They overtalk you. They only listen to reply. That's not healthy. And sometimes you have to love people from a distance, sometimes a great distance, to take care of you, right, Pam?
Right.
To take care of your mind, your noggin, right? Your heart and soul and your spiritual well-being.
That's right. That's correct. It shouldn't be that way. We're so much, I'm older and I've seen so many things. They say that you hurt the ones that you love the most. Well, that's true in a lot of cases, but if you're in a relationship with someone, it shouldn't be that a person's constantly getting hurt.
My dog's taking the show right here. Brutus has had enough. He wants to be in the shot. Come around here, Brutus.
He's wanting love.
Come here.
He's just wanting love.
Let me introduce you to Brutus, and we'll let Pam finish this point. Come here, Brutus. Come on. All right. This is my dog that you've heard probably. He's been breathing heavy. That's not me breathing heavy, or Pam, or Goblin. It's Brutus right here. So this is, he's freaking out now. He's on camera. He's like, oh, what's going on, Dad?
He's camera shy.
So this is Brutus, Buckeye. But go ahead, Pam. We'll wrap this up and let you drive home this point, which is very good.
My point is just in relationships that the main thing is like I said, an eye for an eye, leave you both blind. And if you can't get along with someone, and I see this on the internet all the time, I see this on Facebook, people fighting, and what we feed our mind constantly, what we're constantly feeding our mind. I mean, I know I'm not the only one who does this, but you'll see two people arguing on Facebook, and you'll follow the whole lead. You'll scroll down the whole thing and watch them fight back and forth, and you'll even see families like on Facebook fighting. Have you ever seen that? I mean, like you're like in the comment section, you're going, oh. And you even take sides in your mind.
It's like a drama. It's like the Jerry Springer show or something.
It is. It really is. Like, I'll read every comment of two people fighting and you'll take sides. Well, when you're in a relationship, your side and your partner's side, that's where the whole thing is communication.
Absolutely. And we'll close with that, talking about communication.
I'm going to get stung by a bee.
It's because you're so sweet, man. Okay, so talking about communication, right? We're going to go ahead and wrap up this show, this communication. And Pam, thanks for... We're laughing about the bees trying to attack us. Brutus jumping all over us. He's snorting like a swine in the middle of it. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing, but we want to wrap this up. Thanks, Pam, for sharing kind of a personal testimony. Hopefully Randy doesn't get mad.
Randy does not get mad.
That's awesome.
I don't get mad. Me and him, that's one thing about the two of us is like I said, I'm not one to fly to mad, and he's not either. And we're both non-confrontational.
That's good.
But we talk. But we talk about things of what we want our future to be like, and that is the best. We talk about how we want to be as we grow older together, and the things that we want to do, and we've got lots of plans. Awesome.
So the key to success here on not being bitter but getting better, and the highlights here and what Pam shared is communication. Communication's important. And when you communicate, don't just pause to reply or respond. Pause to truly listen to the heart and what the other person is trying to convey. And you're both not always going to be right. It's all right to confess that you're wrong, forgive one another, forgive the other person, and move on. Because bitterness is a root that shouldn't be watered. Unforgiveness, the same way, the person that hurts is you. Being unforgiving and being bitter, it just hurts you. It's a prison, all right? So set yourself free in these relationships. I'm learning a lot here sitting talking to Pam and about relationships. It's awesome that you have Randy in your life. He sounds like an awesome guy. I met him. He's got some awesome cars, but that's for another episode. And then next episode, I'll open up a little bit. I'll share some testimonials. I'll share some character building moments and relationships, and maybe I'll put my gal on the spot, but I've got to get permission and sign releases and all. No, but I don't think she cares to share that, but she's a great gal. I look forward to sharing some testimonials there. So until next episode, make it a great day, make it a great week, because you truly have a choice in making it great. Peace out.